Next step, go to FOL and download the file operation 1 to your lab folder. And then go to File, Open, or you can just use Control O to bring it. Shortcut Control O, right? Again, you can use that. You can go to here to copy the address. Copy the address here, but we're already here, then we don't need to do so. Click it, and you can see here the preview displayed here. And if you uncheck this one, then preview is not showing to save your source. And we also have some load structure only for assembly, partial loading, fully loaded, partial loading, fully load but lightweight display. All the information will be able to access, but the display may not give all the details. You can also partial load it with light display. Okay, so usually we would like to just use partial load, which is the default. We have other options we will talk about in the future. Simply use the default settings at this moment and hit OK. Now you can see we have two tabs appears here. One is the previous one, lab underscore week 01 underscore 0 with your initial, and the new part being displayed. We can switch back and forth by click these two tabs. We can also have multiple tabs here. All right, so this is very convenient for us to switch one part to another part. Okay, the current part you see here is called, which is highlighted, is called work part, working part, which any operations have been executed will be saved here. Okay, will be saved here. All right, so let's look at here. We would want to save this one with a new file. Again, save as, and put your initial here, underscore. Do not use space. Do not use dash in your file names. That will cause trouble. We will see this in the future as well. And put your initial. My initial is LSX. You're going to put your own initial here. Okay. Now you can see a new file is being displayed in your disk. This file is created at 10:38. As previously discussed, Next have lots of function. We can go to application. We can do modeling. We can do sheet model. We can do shape studio. We can do manufacturing. We can do motion simulation. We also have some mode, for example, progressive mode, die, electro design, engineering die design, vehicle design, and so on. If you want to see all the applications, then we can go to File, and then we can see the start. Lots of application being, and here is all applications, including different categories, design, including modeling, studio, shape studio, animation design, drafting, layout, and so on. We have manufacturing, inspection. We also have simulation. We can do motion simulation, design simulation, which allows us to do finite element analysis, and so on. Let's go to gateway, switch to gateway. Then you can see this title bar shows a Nextcloud gateway instead of model, right? So, and you can see the command is different and the ribbon bar is different. We are not be able to do modeling, create any features using gateway application. And then if we switch to lab, okay, you can see in this one we're still in modeling, right? We're still in modeling. Okay, let's switch back to this file. The only application only applies to this working part. Okay, so if you want to go to gateway for lab, for this file lab underscore week 0101 underscore slx, then you need to choose a different application you would like to use. Okay, and then switch back to file operation. This time we're going to use file and then go to drafting. And then we're going to say use template A1, hit OK and close. Then we can put some views here. Then you can see a view is being displayed here. And then if we click Part Navigator, we can see a sheet is being listed here. If you switch back to, we can go to modeling again, then you can see we have a sheet 1 with imported front view being created. I would like you to save this file. Part contains sheets that are not visible will not have a CGM saved with them, and existing CGMs will be deleted. So at this moment you can hit no, then it will not saved, right? So you can see here, go to the folder, you can see this file is being saved. Okay, if you're going to close this part, what will happen? You can see, all right? Then if we open this file again, hit OK, and you can see this drawing is being displayed here. Okay, so if we go back to modeling, application, model, and then if you save again, what happened is next time when you open it, you will see it's in model, right? It's in modeling instead of drafting. If you want to see the drawing, then you need to go to draft application, and then you will be able to see the drawing. Now let's create a new file this time. Go to File, go to New, and you can see new window is being displayed here. I would like to choose the directory, use the lab, same as before. And then I want you to put file name as Lab01 B underscore S X with your initial, and save it. Then you can see a new file is being created, and here it says modified. This one, you saved one, the saved file does not have this modified symbol being given, and if you look at your folder, then you don't have this lab1b showing here, right? Even though you choose to save the file in this directory. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to save it. Let me use this, put this two windows side by side. This is a directory, 1, 2, 3, 4 files being seen here, and then if we click, remember, pay attention to this modified symbol here. Once we click save, what will happen? Then you have a new file with the same name being saved in the disk, and the saving time is 11:11, right? And then you can see this modified symbol is disappeared. Okay, that means any changes you made have been saved on your disk. This time we're going to create a cylinder and use the default 100, and use this default settings, preview, hit OK. Now you can see we create a new feature, and then this modified symbol appears again. That means this change does not saved on your disk yet. If we look at this folder, you can see this file is still being modified 11:11 a.m. but current time is 11:30. If you save this file, then you can see it's been saved at this time, and you don't have any modified symbol being shown. Now you can see we have two files being opened. This time we're going to use, because all being saved, we're ready to close them. What we can do here, go to File, Close all part. Then all the part will be closed. And you can see from the history, we have 1, 2, 3 file being opened. Next step, we're going to compare import and direct open an IGS file. First, go to FOL. This time I want you to download the import IGS file. Download to this folder again, save it. And now, first, let's see what's happening if we import this part. Let's create a new file. This time, give the name import underscore IGS IGS. I want to use the initial. Okay, we have to choose whether this will be millimeter or inches. For this one, we would like to use millimeter. Hit OK. And then go to, you can see it's modified, right? It's modified. That means your file is not being saved in your disk on your disk yet. So let's save it first. You should be able to have a file. You should be able to file. Import IGS file LSX. Okay. Now let's go to File, go to Import, go to IGS. So browse the file, and you can do the same to paste the path if this file is not open. But for now, we don't have any problem. Hit OK. You can see it asks you whether you would like to import to a new part or would you like to import to the work part. The work part is the part you're working on. In this case, it's import part IGS underscore SLX. And now we have a setting file here, which is being given. Okay, it's being given as a definition file. This is the default. And the data to import. We would like to import everything included in this IGS file. Sometimes a coordinate system is not given, right? So, but here we would like to include everything to see what's being put in the IGS file. And then advanced, you can see map view, smooth B surface, simplify, right? Optimize. There's lots of options here. We just leave the default setting. Linear, NURB, spline, and so on, right? So how to deal with this, right? So we just leave the default. Okay, and now there are some things here: map view, smooth B surface, flatten, assembly, automatic sewing of surfaces. Remember, we would like to activate this one. Okay, and then hit OK. We have IGS import being displayed here. Metric, English, unit, conflict, automatically scaled part, right? So hit OK. Now you can see the IGS file originally is in inches, but we created a file which is in millimeter. So when it is imported, then it automatically scaled here. Okay. Now you can see this modified symbol appears again because you imported something new here. And save. Okay. Now I want you to use this one, create a feature group. Okay. So hit OK. And I want you to hide this one. Hide this one. I want you to choose view and then select this body and move to layer, 10, hit OK. If you put your cursor on this tab and right click, go to column and shows layer, you can see this body is in layer 10. And if you expand here, everything here, right click, move to layer 10, you will see, and hide them again, save your file. Now everything is in layer 10. Now I want you to import this IGS file again using different setting. Import IGS file, use this, hit OK, use the same default and the data to import everything. And this time I want you to make sure automatic showing of surface is unchecked. Okay, you don't have this being checked. And now I want you to hit OK. If it's stuck, then you can try to hit space key, hit OK. Now you can see. Alright, you can see this time instead of a single body, we have multiple body being given. And select all of them and right click, okay, give the name on sort, hit OK. Now they are in layer 1, and you have something here in layer 1, right? We can choose this unhide it, unhidden, and get a new group. Say this is unsort curve. Hit OK. Right. You can see they are here. We will be able to hide them if you like. You can also unhide it. You can also choose the other thing. Choose the other thing, okay, to form a new group. Organize your parts. Hit OK. Now save your file. Okay, this is how you can control imported data from an outsource. Okay, let's close this file. Let's do another option. Try to open this IGS file. You can see we can choose IGS file. Originally it's part IGS file. Click it and hit open. Then you can see this file is modified, and a file name import part underscore IGS dot PRT file is being created by the system. The name is automatically created based on the file being open, which is this IGS file. and you can see we cannot control whether to show it or not. Okay, and then let's save this file. Save as, imported IGS, directly open with my initial. You are going to put your initial, and then you should be able to see it's saved on your disk. Now, once you saved your file, you can close it and then close this part. Now, I want you to submit all the files created. First, you go to this row, MTX file, copy it, and then let's put in, paste here, and then change its name with initial at the end of the file. Now you are going to submit file operation and import IGS directly open, import part IGS underscore LSX and Lab01 LSX and Lab1B LSX and also a next row. So in total there are 7 files you need to submit. It's been listed here. What you're going to do, you can select, create a, say, Lab01 submission and put this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can either move it to here or copy it here. I would like to cut and paste here. Then you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 corresponding to this list. What you can do here, you can zip it, send to, right click, okay? Right click, this folder contains all your submission, send to compress zipped folder. Okay, this is the file. And then you are going to upload this file onto your FOL Dropbox. This is the end of the Lab 1.